Utah Supreme Court meeting today to hear arguments for the temporary pause on the state's trigger law.
Yeah, that's right. If the High Court allows the law to go into effect, it would ban most abortions with few exceptions. ABC4's Kate Gardner listening in on those arguments today. He takes a look at what comes next.
The Supreme Court will need to study a handful of cases that both sides used to bolster their own arguments. The pause is in effect because Planned Parenthood sued the state after the U.S. Supreme Court reversed Roe v. Wade, a decision that would have triggered Utah's abortion law to go into effect.
We are at a pivotal moment in the pursuit of reproductive rights and health care access in Utah. And I want to make one thing clear. Abortion is health care.
Both Planned Parenthood and the state talking about case law, constitutional rights, historical precedents, and unintended consequences of protecting certain rights during today's hearing.
They clearly thought that the sexes should be equal. There is an unbroken history and tradition at the common law in Utah and in every other state before 1973 of prohibiting abortion, and that unbroken history has to be part of this court's analysis rather than present-day policy arguments.
The pause on Utah's trigger law, now in place for more than a year. The state arguing the pause must come to an end.
Abortion is paradigmatically one of those areas where the people left their elected officials free to exercise their judgment in service of their constituents.
Planned Parenthood arguing the trigger law must come to an end.
Regardless of what people thought about abortion in 1895, equality today for the women of Utah requires access to abortion.
There isn't a timeline as to when the decision could come down, but because both sides used past cases in their arguments, the court will have to look at the framers' original intent in passing those laws and how the voters understood them when they were passed. From the newsroom, Kate Garner, back to you.
All right, now until the court's ruling comes down, the future of abortion remains uncertain here in Utah, but here's what's at stake for both parties. If the court sides with Planned Parenthood, current rules would stay in place, protecting abortion in all circumstances up to 18 weeks. A lawsuit challenging the way the state licenses clinics would move forward, and depending on the exact ruling, lawmakers could revisit abortion rules. If the court sides with Utah, the trigger law would go into effect immediately. That would mean a near total ban on abortion. The state would still make exceptions for rape, incest, to save the life or health of the mother, and if the child has severe fetal abnormalities.